keep it in the realm. We were talking about ball and gun gamers. Let's keep it in the realm of ball and gun gamers. This time we're talking about a ball and gun hero shooter. If you guys have not been paying attention, one of the biggest pieces of drama in the past 24 hours was this past weekend. There was a major content creator tournament for Marvel Rivals, and the prize was $40,000. Big racks, nigga. And there was a gentleman that I'd never heard of, but shout out to him because I'm on your team. There's a gentleman by the name of Kingsman who had a team. And during the game, he was requesting that one of the teammates switch off of Black Widow, because if they didn't, they were going to lose the game. 40,000 on the line. From my understanding, Kingsman is a college student that's trying to make the money to get by in life. He's hustling, he's grinding, and I'm right there with you. I'm not the most competitive gamer, I'm not gonna lie, but if I get invited to an event, I want to go down with a fight. I want to try to win. I want to put up a respectable fight. But even if I do lose, I want to put up a respectable fight. You know, I want to go down swinging. He asked respectfully, because I watched the clip and I'm gonna play it. He asked the person nicely, hey, we need X, Y, and Z. Can you please get off of Black Widow? If you never played Marvel Rivals, she's one of the worst characters in the game. $40,000 is on the line. And they were like, oh, we just want to be casual. We just want to have fun. So it turned into this whole thing because, unfortunately, I guess Kingsman got kicked off the team and out of the tournament. And it's caused a lot of backlash against the players that were on his team. And I have some commentary on that as well. But first, let me play the clip, because I feel like this conversation is becoming completely weird and going left field. But first, let's just talk about what happened. I'm gonna play the clip.
He dies. Okay, guys. Pace and point proven right now. Do you understand?
By the way, the Black Widow's 0-5.
Well, you've been making me play, of course I'm gonna play.
It's nothing worse than a DPS that can't kill.
I see the problem right now.
Wait, first of all, it's that ass Kingsman, like, shut the fuck up.
Okay, bro.
You're doing too much.
Lucy's not even on Invis. Second of all, you're getting value because
No. She shouldn't be dead.
Yes.
I'm getting value because I'm 1v6ing.
Hulk isn't peeling for you, bro. Yes, Zaza is 0-5, but we won the point, bro. Why? Because they were hard. Like,
yo, this nigga's mad. He hit the wall. Like, we're not just gonna slide past that. You know, for some reason, I can imagine a white boy. I fucking hate my mom, like punching the walls. Like, that's what that was. That was the digital version of that shit. That nigga's heated.
4 people are dying here. That means 4 of their util, 4 of their resources are all spent on Zaza.
So you just wave those
and the support. And we win because they don't care about anything else. Like,
That's not why it's happening.
Lucy's letting strap pull and going on Invis. And
So as you can see, and I've seen multiple clips, as you can see, Kingsman, he is frustrated. But he never calls anybody out of his name. He's just trying to communicate, hey, this is what we should do if we want to win the game. And from my understanding, he was one of the better players on the team. And nobody listened. Instead, they just combated him. And that's why I put out this tweet right here. World-renowned content creator said, reading up on this 40K Marvel Rivals tournament drama, I just want to thank Kingsman's teammates for reminding me why I refuse to boot up the game again. Hero shooters are not beating the trash community allegations. I don't know what it is about hero shooters, but for some reason, it attracts a lot of people who are super ego-driven that would rather push a boulder uphill than downhill. I low-key, this might be a video, I low-key feel like a study or like a documentary could be done on hero shooters, because I feel like it's specifically this genre. For some reason, it attracts a lot of people who like making their life harder. Instead of making the extra pass and, you know, passing to the open man so they can get the shot off, you rather just force up a shot on 3 defenders type shit. So yeah, he got a lot of backlash. He got kicked off the team and it turned into this whole drama on social media. It broke out of the Marvel Rivals community. It's funny because I seen that, I think they were saying that this is the they're saying this is the 9/11 for Black Widow players. Black Widow's just getting terrible PR. And this is funny too, because when I was tweeting about this, I was confused because I do like to hear both sides of the story. And I'm thinking, watching this clip, I'm thinking, oh, you know, maybe she's a beast with Black Widow. I admittedly, I have not played Marvel Rivals since season 1, so I don't know what the current meta is, and I'm thinking maybe Black Widow got a buff and she's a lot better. I know they were saying that the player was a one trick, but I was like, maybe the character got a lot better. But people were telling me on Twitter that apparently she's still low tier. She didn't get no buff. She's ass. You're saying she's better now, but from my understanding, she's still ass. She still has the lowest pick rate, one of the lowest pick rates at least. And then on top of that, they were saying the woman that was playing her had a 250 millisecond ping. So not only was she playing one of the worst characters, she was playing a sniper and she was lagging. I said, oh man, I want to defend you, but I can't. Like, he's right. There are $40,000 on the line. But you were making bad decisions. If you didn't want to compete in this, you knew what it was. You knew it was 40,000 on the line. Get off the game and give it to somebody who wants to play. So like, I understand why, and I didn't notice it at first, but I understand why in this clip, he swung at the wall, he punched the wall. Like, I'd be fucking pissed too. Like, I'm a college student, I'm eating ramen and fucking tuna, and I got a chance to make $6,000 because when you divvy it up between the team, they get $6,000 a piece. That's enough to at least pay for my books and maybe boarding or some shit like that. And you got somebody lollygagging around. Like, can we at least try? That's always been my rule with multiplayer games. Honestly, I don't really care if I win or lose. Like, as long as we put up a respectable fight and we win a few here and there, I'm cool. I'm cool. It was valid crash out. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think he crashed out. He was frustrated, but it wasn't a crash out. He was trying to be patient. So this whole situation was unfortunate. I think Kingsman was right in this situation. And yo, I don't know what it is about hero shooters, but communities got, whether it's Overwatch or Marvel Rivals, y'all gotta do better, man. It's too much egocentric driven shit. You're playing a team game. Do what the team needs. Otherwise, don't play in tournaments. Stay your ass in fucking quick match. Now, that being said, whether Kingsman was right, whether what's her name, Zaza Stack, the one that was playing Black Widow, was in the wrong. From my understanding, I read that she did apologize. I think it was like on Reddit or something like that. So she did take accountability. I'm gonna give her that. But by the time, unfortunately, she took accountability, people were dogpiling on her and shit like that. So like, I'm not gonna rag on her too much. And that's where I'm gonna shift the conversation to. I feel like this has become something super weird. Although she was in the wrong, she did take accountability. And one thing I hate about the internet is it feels like, it's like ever since the invention of the For You page, it feels like people are trying so hard to make it out their mama basement and get popping on social media. Everybody's trying to one up each other on these wild ass takes. There's no in between with the internet. People are talking about this woman as if she's fucking Adolf Hitler. And I'm here to let you guys know she's not. She was wrong, but there's a fine line between being a fucking supervillain and somebody who's having an egocentric moment. And it fucks over the team, because at the end of the day, it's a fucking video game, bro. You said it was a bullshit apology. Even if it's a bullshit apology, at the end of the day, it's still just a video. Even if it was 40,000 on the line, this is one of those moments in an era where everybody loves to say it's not that deep and use it incorrectly. I gotta say it's not that deep. It is not that deep. She was wrong. Let it fucking go, bro. Because it's now, and the point I'm trying to make is it's trying to turn into some other shit. Ladies and gentlemen, the result of this and her throwing that game pretty much is the incels are coming out of the closet. This nigga's back, bruh. Do you guys remember this nigga? If you don't remember this nigga, from a few months ago, this clown nigga, I roasted him on the stream. He's part of the Marvel Rivals community. He went viral on TikTok because he had a really bad game of Marvel Rivals. And then he held up the phone to his face and he said the reason video, not Marvel Rivals, not hero shooters. He said the reason gaming is in a bad place is because of women. He was trying to say you have to cater to women's feelings and it fucks up the game because guys talk to each other one way versus women talking to each other, which off him saying that, I knew he watched Fresh and Fit because that's a Myron talking point. And my counter to that was, that's not true. The biggest bitches I've seen in hero shooters are men. Yeah, I've had some problems with women on games too. But the bitches that you're gonna run into are grown ass men with fucking egos. It's both. Everybody's toxic. So I was like, nah, we're not gonna do that. We're not. I'm all for holding people accountable, but we're not gonna do that, bruh. But the problem, and this is where I side with the women. The problem with these incel ass niggas is they hate women so much they can't even remember all the. And by the way, this is happening daily. They don't even remember all the times they dealt with punk ass niggas over the mic bitching on a fucking hero shooter. They only remember they could do a 2-hour session and they run into fucking 5 dudes bitching on the mic. But that one girl would just send them over the edge for some reason. So I roasted him. And after this situation happened with Kingsman, he hopped his ass back on Bardoc's internet and tried to use this to double down on his point that women are the problem with modern gaming. Not fucking capitalism and greed. Not lazy open world design slop and AI. It's the whammon. I said, oh my God, this nigga's a clown, bro.
Poppy Capone is using my video as proof of saying he was right about women not being allowed in gaming. Now let's calm down a minute. Don't be rash. Within a millisecond of me getting the mention, I immediately replied to the video. But he started deleting my comments. He deleted.
Which, by the way, for somebody who's claims to be super based and hyper masculine and red pill, that's a pretty bitch move to be fucking deleting comments of people who disagree with you.
He deleted it twice. Listen, man, I don't know if you're trying to come back like some franchise villain Springtrap type shit, but that tournament in no way, shape, or form does not justify you saying this.
Listen, all I'm saying is replace Zaza with a male Black Widow player. Replace CC with the male support player. All I'm saying is it would not have gone down this way.
Hating on women in general is just absolute chud behavior, and do not use my video to go into another streamer's chat or go into Zaza or CC or anybody involved with the situation's chat and start harassing them. I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again however many times I need to. I don't even understand how you can make a video of somebody about them, ping them, and then delete their comments. It literally makes no sense. At the end of the day, let's just move on. Tournament is over. It's unfortunate that my team lost. I'm sorry to hear that, but yeah, just be a good person, guys, and don't harass anybody.
See, I think that's Kingsman talking because it has his I found this on Twitter, but it has his yeah, I think it's from Kingsman's TikTok. I've never heard dude's voice. It is him. Shout out to Kingsman, like nipping this shit in the bud. He seems like a decent dude, nipping this shit in the bud, bruh. Like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Shut the fuck up, bruh. Like, even he said, and that's why I said earlier, Shorty was wrong, but let's not forget we're talking about a video game. She's not the worst person in the world. I wish people had this energy for Trump. I wish people had this energy for Jeff Bezos. Zuckerberg. Where's this energy at? Where's this energy at? Like, we have to be rational about things and recognize there are levels to this shit, bro. Yeah, Elon Musk, crackhead Musk. Where's this energy, bro? Where's this fucking energy, man? So shout out to him for nipping that shit in the bud. And this motherfucker crawled out the cave talking about, see, we shouldn't have no women in the fucking tournaments, bro. It would have been no different. It's natural when you're playing a game that's hyper competitive. Somebody's going to be salty, whether it's a man or a woman, bro. This right here is desert dick behavior, man. But keep posting those videos. You're gonna make sure that you have no social life, not getting hired anywhere. I'm not gonna lie. This is one of the most fascinating things to me, I think, about the younger generation. Like, some of y'all, that's not to say there aren't some millennials, because Myron's a fucking dumbass millennial. There's some millennials that be on this bullshit, but it is mostly y'all that be on this, that are younger, that be on this bullshit. I seen clips, niggas partying in the club, throwing up Hail Hitler signs and shit. I'm like, do y'all need attention that bad? Women shouldn't be on video games and shit like that. I'm like, nah, man. Like, I'm getting old, Chad. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it, bro. Bunch of grifters just trying to get up. It leads to nowhere, man. Don't be a fucking grifter. They doing that in the clubs. I would show the clip, but that shit will get you banned. All I'm gonna tell you is them niggas got banned from every club in Miami, and I think it might have been in the United States. The Jewish community came after them niggas. I was like, why are y'all doing? What's the point of this? What's the point of this shit, bro? Bunch of fucking losers. But yeah, shout out to Kingsman. Unfortunate the situation happened, but like, let's stay away from this conversation that women shouldn't be allowed to play fucking video games. This nigga's a loser. That has nothing to do with anything. It's that loop when you're out, you see when you've been from a different standpoint. I saw that tweet and they got banned everywhere. Ban them everywhere, bro, because that's what we're not gonna do. Other news I got for ya. This one, I thought this one was pretty funny. The Epic Game Store grew from 108 million players to almost 300 million users. But what they found is that third-party revenue barely moved. They're not making any money. They're getting new users, but they're not making any money. Why is that, though? It proves giveaways trained users not to actually buy games. And is Xbox PC going down the same path? Translation. Basically, people are signing up and logging in regularly to Epic's Game Store to claim their free games, but they're not buying shit. Epic Game Store just posted massive gross numbers, jumping from 108 million users to 295 million. But here's the catch. I do that. I ain't gonna lie, nigga. I do that shit too. That's funny. The whole chat said I do that shit too. Yo, shout out to Epic Games. I got the entire. By the way, I beat the games already, but I couldn't resist. I got the entire Batman trilogy, Arkham Asylum, City, and Night for free. I said, yeah, I'll take it. Whatever. I'll take that shit, bro. So yeah, I do that. I log right in and never touch that shit. That shit is fucking funny, man. They be giving away good. If you are new to PC gaming, please download the Epic Store. They give away good games every week, bro. Good games. You got Hogwarts Legacy for free. See? But anyways, the reason Epic leans so hard into free giveaways is that it trained millions of users to log in, claim freebies, and never spend a dime. Online discourse be damned, the Epic Store has come under scrutiny in recent days as users compare its growth between 2019 and 2024. During that period, the platform grew by 173%, rising from 108 million users to almost 300 million. However, that growth has not translated into spending. Third-party revenue only increased by 1.6% over that same time frame, showing that while Epic has attracted a bigger audience, very little of that audience is actually buying games on that platform. For those who don't know, the Epic Store is the answer to Steam, Valve's storefront. But here's the funny part. I got another article for this now that you guys understand this. This one pertains to the last one. It turns out having your game be free on Epic is great advertising for Steam sales. So not only are people just downloading the Epic Store and just downloading the games for free, but when they see something's for free, for some reason, instead of downloading it for free, a portion of these gamers are opening up Steam and buying the game. If Steam's big draw is the season sales with avalanche of ludicrous discounts, the Epic Game Store's big draw is the freebie. Games are free to keep on the platform, so often that folks that PC Gamer maintain a living list with the latest offerings. And even though Epic's CEO Tim Sweeney has conceded in the past that some of those deals weren't good investments, it remains an economical strategy for the storefront. But just as life falls in death, all digital gaming converse comes in the cut for gaming. Last Friday, New Blood CEO said on Twitter that Blood West's free giveaway on the Epic Game Store was a boom for the game on Steam, where it sold like 200% more copies. He was, quote, reposting a meme with over 40,000 likes expressing the sentiment that a cheap game on Steam is preferable to a free game on the Epic Game Store. In the thread, he elaborated, I used to think the Epic Game Store was a marketing black hole, but turns out having your game be free on Epic is great advertising for Steam sales, he added. This is crazy. I don't know. Yo, has anybody done this? I'm curious. What's the mind frame behind this? You see a game is free on the Epic Game Store. Instead of just dealing with the fact that you got to use another launcher to play the game, why do you go to the Steam? Me personally, I'm not doing this. Why do you go to the Steam page and then buy the game? I don't understand that part. It is funny. It's fucking funny, but I don't understand it. I don't like using another launcher, but I don't hate it enough to where I'll accept free. They hate that Epic launcher. It's really not that serious for them, but they be doing that. The Steam library I trust. You just want to keep everything in one place. That's how I got into A Plague's Tale, because they gave it out for free. And you know the reason I'll never slander them is because or slander Fortnite. I don't like Fortnite, but Fortnite is the reason we get free games, chat. Like, Epic Store can't just give away Hogwarts Legacy for free. That's a relatively new game. The reason they're able to give it away for free is because they cut a deal with the publisher and the developers. And the only reason they can afford that shit is probably because of them Fortnite skins going crazy every month. So shout out to Fortnite for subsidizing our free PC gaming. I saw a rumor they're supposed to add Sonic the Hedgehog. Hey, whatever you want to add, Goku, Gogeta, a Border Collie. If you want to add Gumby, Whatever you want to add, Buddha, Jesus, Zeus, add it to the game, bro. Niggas gonna buy the skins and we gonna keep the games free. Let's go. Let's fucking go. They did. I think the real test, jokes aside, I think the real test for Fortnite is what happens when you run out of characters. At some point, they're gonna run out of characters, man. Then what? Because I feel like at this point, that's what the gimmick is. It's just you never know who's coming to Fortnite. At some point, they're gonna run out of characters. Then what are you gonna do? Better start innovating that gameplay. But yeah, that's my update on the Epic Games Store. And if you didn't know, and you have a PC or you're just getting into PC gaming, make sure to download the Epic Games launcher because you can get free games on there almost every week, and they're usually really good games. In other news, if you're a WWE fan, if you like to, when you're not watching my stream, if you prefer to rub your body down in baby oil, then put on a thong and roll around with niggas in the mud, I got some news for you guys. The Island will return in WWE 2K26. The Island's coming back for another year in 2K26. Sources close to the game have told Insider Gaming that the mode, which made its debut in WWE 2K25, is coming back with a new story that piggybacks off the ending of last year's. The story in 2K26 will see a power struggle among these three factions on the Island of Relevancy. This is due to the fact that the Roman Reigns is no longer the tribe chief. One of the three factions Insider Gaming understands will be called the Order of Anarchy. In 2K25, the Island was only available on the 5 and the Xbox Series and the Switch. One thing that wasn't confirmed is whether this mode will be making its way to PC this year around. The mode saw exclusive cosmetics, wrestlers, and more added throughout the year as far as with the store. And who cares, bro? I heard this shit is ass. But yeah, Epstein's Island is coming back to WWE, guys. I don't really have too much take on this because I'm not into the WWE games, but there's a high probability. And even though it's not confirmed, I believe it to be true. They didn't implement this into last year's, because I played 2K, NBA 2K. They didn't implement this in last year's edition to just get rid of it. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction of what you can expect in WWE 2K2016's The Island. So since last year was the first year, that was kind of the testing ground. They were kind of filling things out. This year, what they're going to do is they're going to make the island massive. They're going to make it bigger, which means there's going to be more signs everywhere. Just ads fucking everywhere. It's going to slow down the servers, make things super laggy. Oh, and here's another prediction. Last year, they were teasing you. The VC prizes probably weren't that bad. They were just trying to figure out what they can get away with. This year, when they drop the new one, they're going to jack up the prices of the VC. See, last year, they slowly put the tip in. This year, they're gonna fuck you. Just like that. Have fun.